I travel a lot for work, mostly freelance photography gigs. I'm always hopping between cities, and like many, I use Airbnb because it's cheaper than hotels, and sometimes you get a nice little homey vibe. Back in late 2022, I had a job in a small town in the Midwest. It was just a 2-day shoot for a local company. Nothing major. I found a decent-looking Airbnb, a small guest house behind someone's property. Pictures looked fine. Clean. Cozy. Good reviews, though not many. I didn't think twice. The host messaged me right after booking. Friendly tone. Gave me the code for the lockbox, said they wouldn't be home during my stay. You'll have the place to yourself, they said. When I arrived, it was already dark. Small gravel driveway, no streetlights, dense woods behind the property. The main house was dark, looked empty, exactly as the host said. The guest house was cute on the outside. Inside? Basic but clean. A small living room, kitchenette, bedroom, and bathroom. Nothing fancy. But something felt off. Subtle. The moment I stepped in, it was like the air changed. I brushed it off as being tired from the drive. I unpacked, checked my emails, then decided to take a shower before bed. That's when I noticed the first weird thing. Above the bathroom mirror, tucked in the corner of the ceiling, was a little hole. Perfectly round. Almost unnoticeable unless you were really looking for it. I stood there staring at it. My brain immediately went to, is that a camera? But I tried to rationalize. Maybe it was an old hook for something. Or maybe nothing at all. Even so, it bothered me enough that I grabbed a chair and got close. I used my phone's flashlight to peek inside. Sure enough, something was there. Small. Round. Glassy. A lens. I felt my stomach drop. I immediately scanned the rest of the bathroom. Found another one under the sink, pointed upwards through a small crack in the cabinet. I went to the bedroom next. Checked vents, corners, shelves. It didn't take long to find two more, one tucked inside the smoke detector, another behind a decorative frame on the wall. This wasn't paranoia. This was real. I stood there frozen, feeling my heart pounding. Fight or flight mode kicked in. I started recording everything with my phone. Every camera I found, every angle, every little piece of evidence. I was about to grab my stuff and get the hell out when I heard footsteps crunching on the gravel outside. I looked through the blinds. Someone was walking towards the guest house. Not just walking, moving slowly, deliberately. Tall figure. Hoodie. Hands in pockets. Face shadowed by the hood. There wasn't supposed to be anyone here. The host had said they were out of town. I quietly grabbed my keys, wallet, and backpack. I debated whether to go out the front, where that person was, or try the back door, which led into the woods behind the property. I peeked again. The figure was standing right by my rental car, looking at it. Then slowly he turned and looked directly at the window I was peeking from. I jumped back. My heart felt like it was about to explode. Then a loud knock. Not at the door. At the window. Knock. 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 Slow. Methodical. Then I heard a low voice. Muffled, but I could make it out. I know you saw it. I didn't wait. I bolted for the back door, yanked it open, and sprinted into the woods behind the house. No flashlight. Just pure adrenaline. Branches smacked my face. Thorns tore at my clothes. But I kept running. Kept hearing footsteps behind me fast, closing in. For a few horrifying seconds, I genuinely thought I was going to die out there. Either from whoever that was, or from getting lost in the pitch-black forest. After what felt like forever, I saw faint headlights through the trees. A road. I stumbled out of the woods, nearly getting hit by a passing car. I waved it down like a maniac. The driver, an older guy in a pickup, slammed on his brakes. I must have looked completely deranged, covered in scratches, panting, shaking. I blurted out something like, "Please, please, someone's after me. I need help." He let me in and drove me straight to the nearest police station. At the station, I told the cops everything. Showed them the videos of the cameras I'd found. Described the man. Gave them the Airbnb address. The reaction from the officers was telling. They didn't look surprised. Concerned, yes, but not surprised. One of them said quietly, almost like he wasn't supposed to, "You're not the first one." Turns out, that Airbnb had been reported before. Multiple times. Always the same pattern, hidden cameras found by guests. Strange men showing up late at night. People hearing noises, scratching at windows, knocks at doors. But somehow, the place kept popping back up on Airbnb under different names, different hosts. The worst part? The cameras weren't the worst thing they found. Police told me that a few months prior, a woman had gone missing after staying there. Her rental car was found abandoned on a back road. Her belongings still in the Airbnb. She was never found. The man I saw that night, they never caught him. Or if they did, they didn't tell me. Airbnb refunded me, apologized, banned the listing, but honestly, that felt meaningless. I still check my ceilings, vents, and smoke detectors every single time I stay anywhere now. And sometimes, just sometimes, late at night, I still hear that voice in my head. "I know you saw it.